for Saturday, May 1st, 2021. Do, 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 do.
Bring on the creepers,
Bring on the flames. Here comes the legend, the bravest of brave. Fiercer than lions, more southern than you. He's conquered our heart, and he'll conquer hell too. Joe Hills.
I'm headed down to somewhere, got my pickaxe in my hand. Yes, I'm
Heading down to somewhere, got my pickaxe in my hand. I'm heading down to somewhere, God knows where I am.
I want a girl who will mine for her diamonds.
I want a girl who can sort a chest. I want a girl with shears that cut and swords that burn through zombie flesh. I want a girl who knows world generation, who crafts, furrows, and times her attack. She's modding her community. She's flying through the air. She's smelting out impurities and feeding her cat. I want a girl with a lectern and a full cauldron.
I want a girl who logs in
Logs in early,
I want a girl who
plays till late,
I want a girl with unobstructed creativity.
unobstructed.
Tripwire to ruin your day. With shulker boxes organized and lustrous in a tone that will torch you like desert grass.
Who crafts, furrows, and times her attack. She's melting out impurities and feeding her cat. Want a girl with a lectern and a full cauldron.
I want a girl whose
Shield is emblazoned.
want a girl with good
Good enchantments.
some server we will meet
Meet incidentally.
Start to talk as we shoot skeletons. She wants a spawn with biome convenience. She wants a spawn that's in good repair. She's changing her end from wither to dragon. She's trading her archery for a trident that's self-repairing. I want a girl with a lectern and a full cauldron. The summer is past, but your days keep growing longer. There's no wind in your sails, but the storm's blowing stronger.
Walking hard, standing tall, keeping your head up through it all, fighting fires, spinning plates. Goodness, how'd it get so late? Lay your head down and dream. Lay your head down and dream. Just let your mind float downstream, sprawled out in a moonbeam. Lay your head down and dream.
Joe Hills is filmed before a live streaming audience.
That's us! Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. And tonight, Saturday night, you are my live streaming audience. Happy Beltane as well to those of y'all who celebrate the 1st of May in that manner. And I hope all the Jonathan Colton fans are having a good 1st of May as well. So, the stream is actually... Oh, the stream is set up. Whoops. I meant to have that there. I was so excited about singing along with all this music that I didn't do a great job there of putting the overlays on. But now we got them. So, hello to the YouTube chat, the Twitch chat, and the Discord chat. Make sure I've got all y'all pulled up properly. Boom. Okay, there we go. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. It's 3 a.m. for Loot Self, and they just ordered spaghetti. Well, enjoy. Oh, happy Kentucky Derby Day to those of y'all up Louisville way, I suppose. I decided not to participate in any of the Kentucky Derby activities this year on account of safety since my daughter isn't vaccinated. But it's in the queue. It's in the queue. One of these years we'll get up there for some of the Derby events. Probably not the actual race because the tickets for that are very expensive, but the hot air balloon race and the riverboat races are both very appealing to me. We are just in the process of rolling around here to gather materials for stuff. Like what kinds of stuff? I don't know, builds, other things. You know, there's a bunch of random opportunities here in the Nether to have things happen near or at you, but you can also gather things. JLH Composer says, the tickets are expensive and the horse race is 20 seconds long. That's why I was thinking if I did one of the Kentucky Derby races, I would want to do the hot air balloon race, probably as an observer, or the steamboat race as one of the passengers, because those are both like much longer events and they're more my speed. What's the black stone for? I'm not sure. I think they just wanted to make the Nether more interesting, so they added some additional stone variants. That's more of a developer question. Oh, happy International Workers' Day as well. Yeah, see, it's so many days today. So many days today. Hope everyone's having a good one regardless. And if not, I hope this is a welcome respite. Thank you for joining me here tonight on the HermitCraft server. It's Season 7. Yeah, you know what? Ooh boy, that is not a jump you want to miss. So we have, I think, theoretically, enough blackstone for our immediate needs. But it's kind of a hassle to come out here. Yeah, I've been to an air show. Been to the one down in Tullahoma, Tennessee for the sesquicentennial celebration. That was a pretty good one. Okay. But yeah, we should probably gather actual materials because they will allow us to not only complete this project, but future projects. No, we're not going back to the parkour right now. But the parkour, I did what I thought was my best, and I'll probably do some practicing of the parkour here and there, but we're not going to actually do the parkour. I feel like if I started doing the parkour, people would be like, Joe, we had 2 weeks of parkour. Leave it. Leave it be, man. Okay. No worries, Murph. Tips are always welcome, but never required. Always appreciated, but never requisite. Oh, I should actually post the PayPal link, though. There we go. PayPal.me/Joe Hills. No, I didn't know about the charity stream. I already had plans to hang out with my daughter for most of the day today. Once again, the Hermits don't really coordinate anything. So I found out about it while it was underway, and then I retweeted Ren, and that was from my cell phone. That was the amount I was able to do. I wasn't able to catch it or participate. But it seems like I think it was Scar, Ren, Grian, and B-Dubs, and it sounds like they did a pretty good job, but I didn't catch it. I've been working pretty hard the last few days and needed to spend a lot of today with my daughter. So, yeah, just wasn't really in the cards. I don't know what Oshkosh Air Venture is, so probably not. Okay. So there's clearly just like blackstone here. I don't remember why I kept mining. What was I looking for? Or clearly I eventually stopped. I did finally give up at some point. I don't know what I was mining for. Maybe I overshot or something, but just put that there so I know it's a dead end. Okay. Hey, we got our first tip of the evening from Tiffany. Thank you very much, Tiffany, for that 20. It's always appreciated when people support the show. That is actually our first tip of the month, even. So here we go. First face camera expansion of May. May it be a good one. Howdy, y'all. Grow Hills here, expanding as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Dee-da-dee-da-dee, dee-da-dee-da-dee-dee-dee. Yay. We did it. Thank you again, Tiffany, for supporting the show. Okay, here we go. Did anybody here play Pokemon Snap at all today? That's one of the ways that my daughter and I spent a lot of time together. Well, yeah, okay, so I apparently started digging that way, and then I realized I overshot the Nether Fortress, and I went back. But yeah, my daughter and I spent a lot of the day playing Pokemon Snap today. And she helped me. She's playing. We're sharing the cartridge, going back and forth. But she helped me on my cartridge, or on my Switch, to. I was trying to teach her how to coach me without getting frustrated. Because, like, sometimes, you know, that's the sort of skill that you have to practice, you know, especially for kids. That sort of thing can be difficult. So it's like I've lately been trying to find things that she can learn and then teach me. Yeah, so I just posted a tweet with a link to, she wanted to teach me how to use the stickers. And so I had this picture of one of the queen bees, and it looks like she's holding one of the smaller bees as like a purse. So we had the idea to like make it look like it was raining and she was waiting for her bus, which was late. So, yeah. Oshkosh Air Venture is a fly-in event. Most popular fly-ins. Oh, I don't have my own plane or a pilot's license. only one of my friends has a pilot's license, but he doesn't own a plane either. So if we went to something like that, we would have to rent a plane to fly in. So Gojin says, playing games with the kids is always fun. I play Kingdom 2 Crowns with my son when we can. Oh, that's a great one. Yeah, my daughter and I think we beat that. We either beat it or we got really far along and hit a wall. I don't know. I've beaten Kingdom several times on my own, so I don't remember if I'm conflating the games I played with her with the games I played on my own. But yeah, we played that a lot. And then we might have been playing it like while we were waiting for another game to come out, because she was dubious about it at first. And I was like, well, we're going to play this together when it comes out, but until then, why don't we play Kingdom 2 Crowns? Here, I'll show you, type of thing. Gotcha. We didn't do the Shogun version. We did the medieval. But yeah, so we played a lot of Pokemon Snap together today, hung out. It was nice. It was a relatively chill day, which I haven't had like a chill day in a while. Mahi0 says, are you intentionally obtuse with her when you're having her teach you as you are with some of the questions in chat? No, because she is a child. So I'm trying to teach her how to teach, not teach her to hate teaching, right? There's a difference. Whereas with the chat, I'm trying to entertain everybody. And so the thing is that the folks who come here every night see the same question asked night after night. Night after night. And so the thing is, in order to keep the show interesting for the folks who come every night, it helps for them to not know if when I get a recurring question, I'm going to answer it honestly or if I'm going to kind of make a joke of it. Oshkosh is a fly. Whoa! Okay, these stairs are supposed to be here. I went to get a drink of my orange juice, and I was like, what? What is the bottom falling out for me? Oshkosh is connected to a museum. There are exhibits from private owners, large air and space companies with experimental. I mean, that sounds really cool. Yeah. I mean, that sounds neat. Okay. So, I'm realizing to do this right, though, we're going to need some other stuff, too. We're going to need obsidian, or crying obsidian, I think. We've only got 1. No, we've got 10. Okay, 11. Flat concrete powder. Okay, so we have some obsidian and some crying obsidian. Okay. We'll put the extra nether brick and quartz and stuff in here for now. You know what I should do is I should put all of the non-directly nether brick ones in the specialization box here. Boom. I was trying to sort those better, but it didn't work. Oh well, I meant well. In the Deadlands version, you can use magic. Oh, is there a Deadlands variant for 2 crowns now? Okay, I need to check it out. I'm trying to coach her without getting upset. The thing is that kids get upset or frustrated when they're trying to train somebody to do something and the person doesn't do it perfectly the first time a lot of times. Like, so the thing is, in Pokemon Snap, she'll want to be like, okay, so you need to look over there. And I will say, I can't see you. You need to describe where you're saying. And she'll be like, over there, over there. I'm like, no. You have to please, it's teaching her to communicate clearly. Stuff like that. She'll get frustrated if I don't know what's in her head, regardless of what she says. And I'm trying to teach her to bridge that gap. That sort of thing. Hey, Terralyn Sparrow. Glad you could join us. Okay. Gabriel G says, after COVID, I recommend going down there to anyone. That sounds awesome. Yeah. Okay. So, let's see. Serena found her first end city today and got shulker shells. Congrats. Good for you. Okay, so we're going to grab these two things. And we're going to... You know what? Why is the game a little laggy? Do we have... I forgot to pause folding. There we go. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Hey, Ice Water. Welcome. Do-do-do-do. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Okay, so we're going to load these two up here, because this is going to be our decked out area. Have I been invited to MCC? I don't know what that's short for. McConnell's Chesterants? I don't know what that is. Is that one of those Twitch things? Because I'm not a Twitch affiliate or a partner, so if it's a Twitch thing, I can't do it. There's all this stuff that's just not for me, and one of the few ways I can maintain my sanity is not bother. Minecraft champions. That's a weird way to abbreviate that, but no, I don't. Is that the thing that False keeps winning? It's not a Twitch thing. But no, I'm not involved in whatever that is. Okay. Yeah, I've heard that False keeps winning Minecraft champions, but I never heard it referred to as MCC. Or if it was, it wasn't notable or important to me. Okay, whoops. I meant to put this up in that box. Okay, real quick, though. Hey, Tara Lynn, thank you for the 20. That puts us evenly at our next face camera expansion target here. So here we go. It's time to expand. All right. All right, here we go. Here we go. Now, in order to work on our decked out thing, there's a few things we're going to need up there. We are going to need to bring up some of the item frames. We're going to need to bring up... Let's put the obsidian and the item frames in there. Joe, has your lighting changed? Oh, yeah, I turned brightness up because we were in the nether. There we go. I fixed it. Okay. Actually, let's just leave these in there. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So, if we take a screenshot, and then we try to open the folder that came from, where is that seal? Where, I hate Windows. So, how do I open and closing folder? File info? Okay, file info. Path. Okay, then we copy the folder path to... the bar at the top there. Okay. No, my camera. Oh, yeah, I got better LED lighting in the booth here. Hey, good evening, Winnie T. Ford, and J. Coffee Junkie, and Manatee Gag. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm in the process of sorting out what I need for my decked out thing. So I'm going to need some blackstone. I'm going to need 12 crying obsidian. 12, not the 11 I have. I'm gonna need some soul sand, soul flame, and soul lanterns. Some chains. So, and is it now dark? Oh no, it's gotten dark. Looks like there's a lot of soul lanterns I could just steal from the vineyard if I need them. Donna Marie says, wants to know when we'll be done setting up the stream. Good question. I did see that Egypt is charging Ever Given impound fees, yes.
8:30 p.m. the usual streaming setup.
It is almost $1 billion.
Make sure they're bright and clean.
Title and tweet, pour water tank top and chroma. OBS scenes all set, so I click start the stream. So now pause, fold in, and open VLC. Pick 2 songs before, lay your head down and dream. I'll say that's us to y'all. Joe Hills from Tennessee. Folks asking when will my stream begin? Ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum.
After how the its items and chest tools break in.
Pickaxe and poof while talking to you, Prophet. Shit on Minecraft to here, there's no mistaking. So I'll click crafting quick anvil time, enchant pick, then I'll replace the books and random chests with care. I'll tour my winery, ensure there's blocks somewhere, and then I'll hush and hush and hush and hush and swear.
Not any closer to recording. Folks keep asking and asking and asking and asking, when will my stream begin? Seriously, y'all.
I need to record this next episode I've been working toward. I can't edit without footage, no. There we go, chains.
Geared up.
Maybe we can start the show. Alright, so we are now set up. Also, the question came in from Julius Caesar and Twitch. What OBS do you use? I use OBS 27 RC2. This is a release candidate. This is not a stable one. Why? So that I can do transitions on video. That is a brand new feature. You see these little particle effects there? Yeah, that wasn't the thing you used to be able to do in OBS. That's in the pre-releases or release candidates now. Yeah, the original of that was from Tangled. It's a parody of the song from Tangled. When will my stream begin? But okay. Okay, so in terms of other iron production, we've produced some iron there. I spent a lot of obsidian on here, but I don't know if I have any spare crying obsidian anywhere. Like, if I need crying obsidian for a special thing. Where's my special stuff chest? I had a special stuff chest. That's like where my prismarine and my slime blocks and my beacon ended up. But no. Looks like we are indeed just flat out of crying obsidian. We are 1 block short there. Not ideal. We are gonna need another lamp here, as well as a spruce button. We are going to need a barrel, which I think we're gonna need to make that. We're gonna need wood. It'd be nice if I just had kept barrels somewhere pre-made. Because, like, I need them constantly. But every time it comes up, it's like, I guess I'm going to make some more barrels. Boom, 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 boom. Barrels. Let's make 2 of them. And we're going to drag this with us, because we're going to need this for the build, too. Okay. Yeah. I got the tip on that OBS RC2 from Manu Smith from Mystery Pinball Theater 3000. Hey, welcome, Blazecraft Raiders. We'll do the quick raid thing. My name is Joe Hills. I'm broadcasting live from Nashville, Tennessee. This is my base. It stretches from over here at this Slimer and Groundhog Day clock in my little holiday world area, all the way over here across our dog sanctuary to the Strait of Gibraltar, where we currently blocked by my amazing Technicolor Dreamboat. We've also got my model of the Tower of Hercules Lighthouse from Spain. We've got my model of the Wizards of Wine Winery from the book Curse of Strahd by Chris Perkins. And we've got my Brandenburg Gate down there. Everything beyond the Brandenburg Gate is my friend BOO100's area out here. he has been busy working on a little village and a quaint little cottage up here as well. You know, just so he has some place to go on the weekends. It's coming along pretty well, if you ask me. So that's been keeping him busy. In the meantime, let's head back to our area, though. We have plenty to do. We are working on yet another decked out recreation. Okay. A tiny village. Okay. A lot of little fish down there. Okay. Ask Cubby if he has an extra piece of crying obsidian. It's not that urgent. We might incidentally find one along our Pokemon journey or whatever. So we'll put the other stuff that's for pre-production purposes into here for right now. Put that there. I'm imagining that we'll want this to go like dead center. So we'll put out some construction lights when we're working. I'll bring some torches up for later. A whole decked out deck. Yeah, we've got a deck for decked out, yes. Okay. I don't know enough Latin to know what all the words in, like, a cruise ship deck system means. Like, the Lido deck. Like, apparently, I thought that was something they made up for the film Wall-E, but apparently it's, like, an actual thing, if you can believe it. I'd seen it again in other media portraying cruise ships, so apparently it's real. That was surprising to me. Will I be making an Among Us area? Well, no, probably not, because this is like a gallery, and so we're storing things from the games. Or from different things in the server, different things that happened. Okay, so this is going to be the middle here. So let's see. So then we're going to have 4 rows of crying obsidian. And then we're going to have the flame up there by the top. Okay, this will work. We are also going to need, as I'm looking at this, this screenshot I took, we're also going to need nether bricks, and we're going to need the red nether wood. I know Tango's making Among Us. Okay. Hey, glad you could join us for the stream tonight, John. We are working on creating a gallery inside of our Ever Given model. I've got some art from around the server over here. I've got some Joe Hill's particular stuff, like the concrete I got from the button. This is where my Ender Chest stuff is going to go at the end of the season. These are my Hermit Stars. I need to actually put a armor stand as well as one of the displays, but we'll come back to that. Lido is Italian for beach. Oh, okay. Like a shoreline. That makes sense. Okay. Good to know. So we'll come down here. So, what do we need to do next? We need to... we need to go grab the nether brick and the fancy nether wood. Not this kind, the red one. The warped wart. Wait, no, this is the warped wart. What's the red wart? I got an old axe. I didn't need a new one. It says netherite on the tin. There's like a magenta red kind of wood now in the game. Crimson, yeah, warped crimson or whatever. thought that I had a bunch of it down here. I might not. Ooh, I did need to bring some of these. Okay, so... Do we have any warp crimson and that one? Nope. And in terms of nether bricks... I actually don't have very many of those either. Okay, so I'm realizing it may be prudent to begin hoppering some things in over here. Okay, so this is the fuel, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So in terms of fuel, these are going to be producing, or we're going to take the kelp we smelted the other day and consolidate that down. Okay. Oop. Oop. I should build a maypole in HC. That's the sort of thing I should have researched and built so that the episode could come out this morning, not do like 3 days later. Yeah. That's a good thought, though, Uncle Thiazar, for next year. Okay. Let's see what else is going on here. Oh, you know what I'm supposed to do with these fuel blocks, though, is I'm supposed to feed them back into the fuel thing. Alrighty, have a happy Beltane then, Uncle Thazar. Okay, so we're going to put half of this and half of that, roughly. Half of this and half of that. This doesn't seem like the best system for getting these roughly even. In fact, I'm now certain it's not. I think I completely messed that up. Okay, but either way, these all have enough fuel. It could have been worse. And in the meantime, we're making a reasonable amount of nether brick. Not like, you know, a ton, but enough. Okay, maybe not enough. Let's go get some more of this. Yeah, we can, whoops. That was not what I meant to do. Yeah, we can go, bone meal denilium. We have plenty of bone meal. Bone meal is not a limiting factor for us, because we've got that whole skeleton farm down there. So we've got at least one bone. Well, I found all the buckets. Guess we can feed those in. Wait, what? Oh no, I accidentally put the... I put the netherrack in the fuel slot. Oh no. It's fine. Oops. Serena, you were right. That is exactly what I did. I was putting netherrack in the fuel chest. Good eye. Good eye, Serena. So that's how it's going today. Okay, so some of these have all of the buckets. Some of these have none of the buckets. Yeah, so we can take one out of each of those and put them both in here. Dang it. I mean, these will still take a while to burn through all the kelp. Hey, No Leaf Clover! Welcome, Raiders. My name is Joe Hills. I'm broadcasting live from Nashville, Tennessee. Currently, I'm in the subterranean portion of my base, feeding some netherrack into some smelters, but I'll hop out of here real quick and give you a tour. Our organization area is directly next to a skeleton spawner in there. So that way we can have the skeletons spawning and dying while we are getting organized. But yeah, let's turn night into day so we can actually showcase the above ground portion of the base. Because this down here is not very impressive. This is just a bunch of spawners and what have you. But up here, so this is my friend Doc's area. Doc M77 plays on the server too. This is his chateau and his goat. So if you've seen HermitCraft before, you might have seen this goat sculpture. And that goat kind of marks the entrance to my base, which is over here. My base spans from well over that way, past here, to well over there. This is my 2/5 scale model of the Evergiven, which I call Joseph's Amazing Technicolor Dreamboat. We've got our Wizards of Wine winery recreation up here, based on the book Curse of Strahd by Chris Perkins. We've got my Brandenburg Gate here, which is a 1-to-1 recreation. You know, kind of built it with real horses. You know, so happy Derby Day, everybody. So there we got that going for us. Let's see. Back over here, over the Evergiven model, we have our Dog Sanctuary and our 1-to-1 scale model of the Tower of Hercules Lighthouse, the oldest functional lighthouse in the world, which is in Galicia, Spain. Over here we've got my holiday area with a little corn maze, a Groundhog Day clock, and a Slimer. Yay! So there we go. What are we doing? We just fed that stuff into... We just fed the fuel into the furnaces here. Because... Oh yeah, let me show the skeleton thing a little better. So, the skeleton spawner... Probably should have replaced that cobble at some point, but like, it's so effective. So the skeletons spawn in there, then they go down the water into the flames. I don't get any sort of fortune bonuses or anything from that, but, you know, honestly, since I'm over here doing organization stuff often enough, these chests will still fill up with bones and arrows. I usually pull the bones out, leave the arrows. I've got some extra potions that I've dumped when I was pulling bones at one point. But yeah, okay. Yeah, XB and I swapped bases for a bit during the HCBBS, HermitCraft Big Base Swap. Let's see, I've got a light inventory system here where I've got a bunch of chests on top of torches, but I've mostly been pulling stuff out of that recently. We got some stone, polished black stone here. Our spider spawner, we've got some extra panes of glass just in case. Oh, why is my pane of glass not my offhand? That's how I chroma key my tank top with the green screen there. See? That didn't make any sense before. Okay. Yeah, over here is where the bees all hang out. I got a bunch of bee boxes and flowers and stuff for them. And occasionally slimes show up too. That's fine. They're not really welcome, but they make themselves welcome. They make themselves right at home. Okay, so it seems like what we don't have at the moment are any of the crimson stem that we need. However, I did see a red crimson mushroom that we could grab and bone meal. Oh, that was why I wanted to come down here. I was showing that this makes bones, but we actually wanted some of the bones to bone meal things. Okay. That's the thing. That's an option we have if we like. Okay. What are we grabbing? We are grabbing crimson fungus. Great. And then in terms of nylium, we've got kind of a nylium thing over by the dog sanctuary. No, the pane of glass is my green screen, so it chroma keys out the tank top. Ah, that's a ship. Don't smash into those. Okay. So part of me is just like, well, let's just chop down the one that we have here. Because the amount of this that I need is fairly negligible, right? So we can just bone meal us up some fresh stuff. Boop. 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 Whoops. Oh no, I dropped the green pane of glass. That's the problem with keeping that in my offhand. Okay. It nearly crushed me. Can the skelly bows be used as fuel? I don't know. Can arrows be used as fuel? That's actually, more importantly, can arrows be used as fuel? Because I frequently have so many arrows. Too many arrows. Somehow I lost the green screen again. It's fine. Rocket lumberjack. Arrows cannot be used as fuel. Ah, that's a shame. Would have been great if so. Dang it. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab some of these other ones and just keep putting them in the slot where we want them till we get what we want. Also, now that we're not in the nether, we don't really need the other helmet. Arrows are mostly wood. So, yeah. And I mean, I think feathers burn. I don't think they smell good. I don't know. I've never really been around burning feathers very much, but I'm just supposing they don't. They probably smell like burning hair, so I'm guessing that's not off. That's my guess. The flint would just crackle in the fire. Okay. Dang it. By weight, I bet they're mostly flint. Yeah, they would have to be. By weight, you know. Okay, so at this point we got 49 crimson stem. That seems pretty reasonable. But okay, we're gonna leave that last one there. Okay. Let's head back inside. Whoops. Down we go. So, when I look at the screenshot from earlier, the nether brick is going to be 3 out from... So, if this is the center line, let's grab some more torches, just so I can mark this kind of. Okay. So, these 12 are going to be the obsidian. And then we're going to go up to Well, actually, it's like up 1.5. So we'll have black stone along here. You know, one thing I'm kind of thinking is, because this is supposed to be... Maybe I'm going about this wrong. This is part of art, is iteration, okay? So let's just... So what I've been doing was I've been thinking about how to build a perfect replica of my decked out card space, right? With the same materials, crying obsidian, blackstone, all that. Maybe what I should have been doing is looking at how to build a facsimile of it with mixed materials like glass. Like, so we still have the chains, and maybe we still have some of the materials. Like, we might have the blackstone, but instead of the crying obsidian, we have purple glass, and maybe we still have the netherrack. Or I'm trying to figure out which things could be accents and which ones have to be real. You know, like, in some ways, it's kind of neat. So, like, the blackstone is supposed to be too deep. So maybe we have actual blackstone for the further depth layer, and then we have glass, black glass in front of it, right? So, like, there's a whole bunch of ways we can play with this, because we already at Cleo's built a perfect replica of this thing, so we don't need another perfect replica. We need to kind of riff on it a little bit. So, yeah. The prize for winning decked out was a copy of your card space. If you go to Ethos base, you'll see a copy Tango made. I think copying the decked out trophy would be pretty funny since you didn't win. Oh, well, then I especially don't want to do that, because if I didn't win, then I don't want to build a fake trophy. Yeah, so then it's even more important to make it more abstract. So now we need to start looking at what do we need dye-wise to do that. We're going to need... Dang it. We're going to need black dye. We're going to need purple dye. We've got plenty of glass in here. We had some red dye, but I don't know how much lapis we had. There's some black glass at least. We got white stained glass, but we don't really need that for this. Okay. Okay, so we do have some purple glass and some black glass, some gray. The red glass we could use in place of the other thing. We're going to need a player head. Ethos one came with a pet Ravager. Oh, that's cool. I actually did capture a Ravager for the one at Cleo's base, so I don't know. Oh no. It's pretty dark out, y'all. Maybe we should call it a night. Too bad. Walking through the kitchen to my master bedroom. Have a good night, Allison Ramirez. Okay. Hey, welcome, Sammy. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. So I think in terms of lapis, we just don't have any. We can check this tower here, but I'm pretty sure this is also the tower underneath. It has like a mirror tower. It's not ideal. Yeah, I was like, did I leave lapis in here? This seems... So we do have extra poppies. So it's for making purple. We've got red. We should probably sort some of this stuff better in the long term. Oh, we did have an extra cutter thing. Okay. Ow. Someone keeps popping off fireworks outside. Oh, probably for International Workers' Day. Or Beltane. Or May Day. Okay, so we do have... I'm looking at this. We do have some blue here. We need to make more. We have just straight up purple dye, though, too. Okay. Probably want to put the excess flowers into the excess plant matter chest just for now. Whoops. Seems like a reasonable plan. Speaking of reasonable plans, no, we're going to hold on to the crimson stem, get rid of that. Maybe for Mother's Day. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons. Maybe. Okay. So we can drop the extra stonecutter where the other one was, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay, what's next? I think we're about ready to actually head to Decked Out. I think we have everything we need to actually build this. Fireworks. We need more fireworks. We might get extra fireworks while we're there, too. While we're at the, whatever you call it, the shopping district. Put the extra bones here for now, too. Okay. So there is a gap in the roof here we can go through, if we hit it. We're not going through the gap in the roof. That's fine. Even in, whoops. Even in Jiv. Okay. Seasons of love. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. So we're gonna go dump everything we need up here. Okay, don't need that right now, don't need that right now, that. This can go down here. Alrighty. So the actual main entrance and exit of this is through the smokestack there, which is super obnoxious. But okay. How are we for daylight? We're doing okay. Here's False Symmetry's base, which is kind of our halfway point between ourselves and the shopping district. I'm not currently using Optifine. It doesn't play well with replay mod. Okay. There is Tango Tex area, which is looking great as always. And then Aquawa, the Bazab of the town, is really on the up and up. So let's go. Whoa, getting some real lag there. Gonna go up here to the cupola. Cupola. Is it possible to actually fall down that? No. I was just curious. Oh boy, we have been busy this season. Okay. So I need to take a hydration break because I'm out of orange juice and Sundrop. So we are going to turn on the hydration break sign. Wait, you know what? Why does that not have a transition? What does slide do? Oh, that's silly. Hold on. Let's try this. Yeah, there we go. Now it has a transition. Okay, so I'm going to put on a song I wrote performed by my brother Sean Hills. And let's see. Who do we need to thank this month? Because it's May now. Rolled over to the new list. La da 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 dee 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 dee. Insert one left. May 2021. Let's see. Well, Sammy Higgins requested Lines, and we haven't played it yet. So today's hydration break is brought to you by Sammy Higgins. And the song is Lines. I wrote it. Here's my brother performing it. Be right back in about 4 minutes. Oops, not that one.
To convey a certain brilliance, a telephone line to carry a voice, a metro line to bring us all downtown. Lines of connection, communication, not the borders of boundaries.
Deep down inside the ceiling, close to mountain keys. It's like 1984 when I tell the screens. Big brother watched a builder with a silky voice, who played on HermitCraft names who would be void, who never ever learned to throw his face so well, but he could play a guitar just like a brilliant well. Go, 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 Sumo, go, 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 Sumo, go, go, go to your grave, go, go, Sumo, go, go, Sumo be void.
Who's the guy who can conquer death? That's Joe Hills. He plays for Nashville when he plays Minecraft. That's Joe
Heels.
That's Joe Hills.
Welcome back, everyone, from that hydration break. My name is Joe Hills. We are here in the shopping district here on HermitCraft. We got some stuff to do. We got to actually get some recording done. So, let's get it done. Okay. It's a little dark out. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go down here to inside City Hall. Take a nap. Oh, I like to sing on Saturdays. So I've been singing a little bit. Uh-oh. Have I been opening these doors and placing... Oh, I'm a menace. It's so dark in here at night, you know. Everybody's gone home. Jevin doesn't work here, so it's just me. There's not a bed in here. No. It's just my office. Did B-Dubs have a bed? Yeah, B-Dubs loves beds. Hey, congrats on getting your first vaccine appointment, Gojira. Glad. I'm very happy for you. Okay. So. Hermit son, won't you set? Won't you fall away? Hermit son, won't you set? Won't you set? Okay. Does B-Dubs have a bed? How many beds? You cannot use feathers as fuel. Can you use arrows, though? Was the question. Decked out. We're in decked out. We're in decked out. We're in decked out. Decked out. Ba-da-da-da. So, like, if I wanted to start the recording here. Okay. Face camera off. Nope. There we go. Start recording. Okay. HermitCraft Season 7, Episode 79, Segment Alpha, Take 1. And action. Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here. Recording as I always... I was trying to do something clever there and I messed it up. Take 2. Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. I always just pretended to be the nose of this giant Ravager here. We are outside of Tango Tech's famous game, Decked Out. Why? Because it's time for me to build my little decked out part of my gallery in my amazing Technicolor Dreamboat. Oh no, what's that we've tripped over? It looks like we've discovered a secret chest. Somebody on the server found a decked out box and apparently put it here for safekeeping. Now, the rule of decked out is if you find a decked out box, it's yours. So we got that to put in the gallery too. Wow, Tango really... These lights are just not very intense. We're going to turn our brightness all the way up so we can even see what's going on in here. The crying obsidian weeps. Weeps. There's still a Ravager up there. Hey, buddy. Oh, boy. As you can see, Tango has ripped out all the item frames. from Decked Out for performance reasons, because the whole shopping district has terrible performance. But what I want to do is I want to build a recreation of my little scoring, trading, whatever pedestal here inside of the Dreamboat model. And I heard that Etho, who won the game, actually has a full recreation as his first prize. So what I don't want to do is I don't want to seem like I'm pretending to build myself a first place trophy. I didn't get first place in Decked Out. I had a ton of fun, but that's not what happened. So instead, why? Okay, wow. Tango really wasn't expecting guests. Anyway, so what I was thinking I would do is instead of building my little memorabilia case, not a trophy, but my memorabilia case, instead of building it out of the stone or whatever here, maybe we would mix materials, use a combination of glass and the original stuff. You know, maybe some netherrack, maybe some of that crimson stem, but, you know, really just kind of mix it up. And I've got to figure out what's going to look best there, but I think I'm ready to go play with it. So, time skip. Stop recording. Okay. So I kind of want to go to Etho's base and see this trophy, but I should probably just find it. Hey, looks like we have a new Patreon patron. Thank you very much if that is you watching right now. Just so you know, I have to manually send the Patreon Discord invites, so those will go out usually the next business day. But I am aware of it, and it will go out. But thank you very much, new Patreon patron. Oh, speaking of which, let me check. Have there been any notes in the Patreon Discord? Nope. People from the Patreon Discord seem to be hanging out on Twitch and YouTube tonight. That's cool. Turf, Hep, Pyramid, Guy. Let's see. I guess, do we want to go straight back? Yeah, I don't think... oh, wait. I was like, there's something else we got to do here. We got to go get rockets. I should go see Etho's trophy. The problem is I don't know if there's spoilers at Etho's base, and he's not here to ask. Oh, boy. The frame rate here is just abysmal. Y'all, this is bleak. Okay. Luckily, we get unlimited fireworks from Tango as part of a Christmas gift. So we're just gonna take what we need. That's realistically what we need. We burn through a lot of fireworks. Yeah, I need to... It's one thing to go... Yeah. Just going over to Etho's base without his clearance is probably not wise. Oh, hey, this is new. Is this Asuma's new shaft? Not shack. Market? I don't... So he's got the theater here. Little green room. Ooh, boxes. Work. Okay. Forklift. Like all forklifts, it has an actively rotating saw. That's from Cleo's latest episode. Okay, cool. Okay. Oh, is that supposed to be the steering wheel? I know that forklifts are dangerous, but they're not normally that dangerous. Oh, we need to turn the face camera back on. Sorry. Back. That's supposed to be the steering wheel. That's fine. Okay. Can't believe nobody's built anything in this tide pool. Now I want to build something in this tide pool instead of going all the way back. It's like, I'm already here. What do I have? I have some slabs. Now it's for resting your feet. No, I don't know. Hey, welcome, GG Raiders. Glad you could join us. We were just flying back to my base, which is over here. There's my lighthouse. There's my model of the Ever Given. There is my model of the Wizard of Wine Winery. Down here is my Cave of Wonders, which is currently also producing a whole bunch of nether brick for me, which I might need for this project. Make an X like there's buried treasure. I don't know. It doesn't really. I don't know. The thing is that doesn't really work in Minecraft like the same way. Yeah. I don't know. I'll have to think on it. What games did I play before I played Minecraft? Okay, so right before I played Minecraft, I was playing New Pokemon Snap. And the game actually tells you how you are ranked in the entire world. And it's like, I'm 63,000th in the whole world based on the number of points that my photo dex is worth. Now, I don't know how many games they sold, but like 63,000th doesn't really make me feel like I'm very accomplished. But I am playing through the game a little bit slow because my daughter and I are kind of playing it together. She's playing it on her account and then coaching me as I play it on my account. So, yeah. But she got mad because the game, like the levels, like the first level is called Park Day. And I was like, Happy Park Day! And she's like, no, that's not what that is. And I'm like, but I'm happy. And she's like, why are you happy? I'm like, about Park Day. And she's like, it's not a holiday. And I'm like, but I like saying it that way. And she's just like, I think you're just doing that to annoy me. And I was like, no, this is the sort of thing, if you were gone, I would be walking around the house anytime I see something like this. I'd be like, Happy Park Day. Like, I'm just talking to myself, having a good time. Like, this is just what I do for fun. So, but yeah, howdy Mullins away. Is it cumulative or ranked? So the way it works is you have 4 different photo slots for every Pokemon in the game in your photo dex, and the basically it's the sum of the photo scores of every photo in your photo dex. So you can only have like one star picture of Pikachu, and so you usually would want to put in your highest ranked or your highest scored one in that slot. Yeah. So it's like the first level is Park Day, and the second level is Park Night, and the third level is Jungle Day. And it's funny because Corinne regurgitated back to me whenever she's like, how come my friends at school are celebrating like this holiday from Pakistan or something, and why don't we celebrate that? And I'm like, well, our culture doesn't really have that. And you know, like sometimes it's like, oh, well, that's kind of like this that we celebrate. But, you know, we don't really, you know, a lot of times it's just like our culture just doesn't have that. And so when I said Happy Jungle Day to her, she's just like, our culture does not have that. It's like, it made me very happy. I'm having a lot of fun with New Pokemon Snap. But yeah, so that's what I was playing before Minecraft. But yeah, I've got a paraphrased, shortened version of that Jungle Day, Park Day conversation on Twitter. Let me post that if anybody's curious, so you can read that on your own time. Okay. Yeah, NJ. Well, the thing is, you can get the downloaded if you use the online store thing, the Nintendo eShop. The only reason that we got the cartridge was so that we could move it back and forth between her Switch Lite and my dockable Switch. Yeah, that makes sense, Jill. You gotta make. So part of my thought process on this was, like, for me, it's a $60 investment, like at a time of year where I have a ton of work that is just burying me, and so I'm kind of like, this is something that my kid can play to keep busy while I work, and then we can hang out when I'm taking breaks and she can show me the stuff. So in some ways, this is cheaper than other things that, like, normally, like, if we didn't have like a COVID thing going on, it would be like, hey, why don't we put you in some sort of after school program or something, but like that's not viable right now. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, me buying something for my kid so that I can spend hours working is more of a like clear-cut like cost benefit thing than just buying something for yourself. Your culture doesn't have a jungle day yet. That's very good, Chris Lance. Okay, let's see what we got here. Yeah. Well, Jill Jackson says it's cheaper than day camp. Well, and the other thing is, like, day camp isn't even an option. After school programs are not an option right now. So how are you liking the Switch Lite? It's good for a child that you don't want monopolizing the television, but I purchased the normal Switch for myself because I wanted the dock for when I occasionally stream the Switch, which I've done like 3 or 4 times because it was a nightmare in terms of like the audio setup in the old booth. In the new space, it'd be more feasible, but yeah. Yeah, and it's nice to have something that like we can play together when I'm taking breaks and check in on her, too. So, but we actually spent a lot of the day together hanging out today. But tomorrow is going to be kind of a heads down work day for a good portion of the day. Okay, let's see. We have the glass we need. We have... Okay, I feel like... Did I bring that extra decked out box? I did. So for my original decked out box, I feel like I want to have that on one of these backed walls here, and then I also want to showcase... So for decked out, should I maybe instead of using water here, I use... Maybe I should replace this entire white floor with a red. I just heard a potion smash. There's got to be a wandering trader nearby or something. If I replace this entire floor with red, let's do a spot check on what that looks like. 'Cause I know I've got some previously or pre-made red stained glass here. Yeah, I'm streaming on Twitch as well. So if we just take one 6x6 part of this out here. We're just going to see what this looks like. So we're kind of color coding this area. Yeah. Hey, the Twitch auto mod doesn't allow links. Room 219B. So I actually can't see that. If you just say, like, which episode it was, like Tango's episode 52 or something. I don't need the exact timestamp. So the question is, what does that do? But then again, the way we're doing the lights up here, it might not matter. Because now that we're doing kind of the shrouded in darkness thing, the way I've got that, and the other places, it doesn't really matter that this is white. Actually, in some ways, that's pretty cool. Episode 59, minute 25. Thank you, room 219B. Where is... Let me open my notes file for this episode. I'm actually writing this down in a way that I'll be able to retrieve it later. That I do appreciate you spending the time. Okay. HC7079 notes. Tango, builds, ethos, trophy, episode 59, 25, 28. Thank you. Note created or saved or whatever. Yeah. Oh my gosh. A creeper just fell off the smokestack. You know, they could fall down onto that too, I bet, if I wasn't careful. I've been meaning to make a bed in here and just keep forgetting. But I'm starting to think maybe it's time. Okay. Oh, does that maybe invalidate the intro? Okay, well, we're not so far into this episode that I can't fix that later. Hey, looks like we just got a tip via PayPal from Simon who for 50 who says father-daughter bonding time fund. Well, thank you very much, Simon. I am excited. We have some trips planned, short trips, hopefully relatively safe. Local stuff for after she's done with school. I'm hoping enough people are vaccinated. She'll be in her mask the whole time. We'll be in places where people are wearing masks. It's like, I'm really hoping it's fine. We'll have to play it by ear. But yeah, I'm optimistic. But that puts us, looking at the abacus here, we did 2 face camera expansions. So we were there. So that means 2. Yeah. So we got 2 more to go. And then we're halfway to the one after that. So here we go. It's time to expand. And then we're going to grow hills. Va 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 va. Alrighty. Thank you very much, Simon, for that. And like I said, that puts us 10 away from the next face camera expansion. Did I actually use the bed? I was kind of distracted. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out, like, I've gotten pretty good at finding stuff for us to do inside of our apartment, but as things start to open up, the problem is kids can't get vaccinated. So it's like anywhere I take her has to be like a place that they're still making people wear masks and allowing people to keep a safe distance and hopefully is mostly outdoors. And yeah, because I just don't want to take any chances. Okay. So here we go. We're going to grab this. Some more red. Go to Georgia and get her vaccinated. Are they vaccinating children in Georgia? I was under the impression that there was a trial over the summer for, like, if the issue is that they need to test the drugs on children or test the vaccines on children. I would be shocked if Georgia was administering them before those tests were completed. That seems unlikely to me. You know, in some ways, I kind of want to do a black frame around this with the black glass. Yeah, I was under the impression it was 16 and up. So there was a trial for kids for the vaccine that I looked at signing her up for. But the problem is it required check-ins and stuff, like, because they want to, you know, see the kids and make sure that they're not developing symptoms of anything or having any problems. And the trial overlaps the time that she'd be with the other half of the family in the summer some. And so that would not be practical to have her be in that trial and be out of state. Okay. So, let's see. We're going to need some, what do you call those? Scaffolds here. I got the Moderna. And my 2 shots have been fully active since Monday. But I haven't really done anything like differently or I haven't really gone out of my way to enjoy it anywhere because, like I said, since kids can't get vaccinated yet, I still have to keep an eye out on avoiding potentially unsafe situations. Because, you know, even if it wasn't super likely to directly cause my daughter too many problems, it would be massively inconsiderate for me to, you know, not realize, like, you know, if she was mostly asymptomatic, you know, like taking unnecessary risks and going too many places with, you know, indoors, unsafe distancing, it's just not worth it, you know? Here we go. But yeah, so there's a lot of outdoor stuff to do in Tennessee. So I haven't like locked anything down yet, but I'm looking forward to that sort of thing in the future. Okay. More mob sounds. I don't actually have any family in Nashville, but other than my daughter. I have family like throughout Tennessee and other places. What does the name of your pickaxe mean, if anything? It's Polish. Okay, apparently it's not nighttime. I'm just hearing things fall for no reason, which is disconcerting in other ways. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling good about this decision. I like the idea of keeping the center one white, but having this be another color over here for the decked out area really makes me feel like it'll be something different. Okay. Welcome, Zawizba. Aquatown needs a business that can't get supplies because of shipping. Yeah, true. I'll need to blockade them harder. I don't actually speak French. It's one of my many deficiencies. So apologies. Zivizve. Is that French? Zivizve? Zivizve. Oh, that sounds bad. Like, I don't even, like, so there's some languages where it's like, well, you know, I spoke this in high school, or I took a few semesters of this in college, but I don't have that for French. And the only French media that I really consume are those shows with the ladybug that my daughter is crazy about, and the cat, but, like, they're not in French. They dubbed it. I think it would have been a lot bolder for them to just subtitle the show, but whatever, you know, I'm not in charge of French media exports. I have not learned Portuguese. The closest thing to learning Portuguese I've done is when I say no probalo and people go, that's not Spanish. I say, but it might be Portuguese. And then they say, is it? And I'm like, Google is free. And then nobody ever Googles it. Miraculous Ladybug in Chat Noir. Gotcha. The bald kid Caillou's name means pebble in French. It never occurred to me that Caillou was French. I knew the show was from Canada, so, but it didn't occur to me it was a French name. I just thought it was one of those things like they give the kid on the, because it's a kid's show, they give the kid a distinctive name. Like, what was that Mark Brown show on PBS? You know, you give the kid a weird name. He was an aardvark. Arthur, yeah. You know? So, let's see. Yeah, this is coming along, though. But yeah, so then, you know, when somebody's like, hey, you watched that show with Arthur in it, everybody knows which one it is. Okay, so... Luckily, we brought extra red dye. Or did we dump it in... No, we dumped all the extra red dye in that chest. But I still know where it was. Okay. Back here we go. Oh, my body. Yeah, I liked that Arthur show a lot. My younger siblings watched it all the time, and it was one of the least obnoxious things. And I say, hey, hey. Ghost Fox says, I just realized where Joe is. Yeah, I was in the Ever Given model. What a wonderful kind of day. We can learn to work and play and get along with each other. Listen to your heart, listen to the beat, listen to the rhythm of the street. Open up your mind, open up your ears, get together to make it better by working together. It's a simple message and it comes from the heart. Believe in yourself, that's the place to start. And I say, hey, something like that. What? No. Oh, you know what it is? It's this chest wasn't close enough to the light. Come into the light. No, not... Oh my gosh. That was the worst possible single place I could have put that. It's fine. Okay, so we're not going to do that again. I'm going to put that there. And then we can put this here. Yeah, Quebec is actually the only part of Canada that I've ever visited, because my mom had some relatives that, like, a lot of her family fled Scotland during World War II. Because it was one of those things like, you know, you only want to have so many... It's like, yeah, they're bombing London now, but maybe they're going to be bombing up here next. And so, like, some of her family went to America, some went to Canada, some went to Australia. And the Australians ended up in Quebec, in Montreal for some reason. I don't know if one of them knew somebody who could get them a job or what. But I was only 5 years old when I went there. But yeah, it's the only time I've been out of the country, because this was back before you needed passports to go to Canada. Yeah, my mom's mom is like full-blood Scottish. But yeah, they were just like, it does not seem like a great idea to be on an island parked off the coast of Europe at the moment. Let's look at our options and then diversify. So if any of them go poorly, we can kind of regroup in one of the places it didn't. Yeah. Okay, hey, it looks like we just got another tip rolling in. Thank you very much to John, who says, graduated college today. Thanks for the late night background streams these past few months, Joe. Well, hey, thank you, John, for the 5. But more importantly, congratulations. You know, one thing I've realized talking to a lot of recent graduates is that there are certain things about graduating that are so different now from when I was younger. Like, for example, many recent graduates, even graduates today, like you, John, don't actually have all the lyrics of Vitamin C's Graduation Friends Forever memorized. And, you know, we don't have time to teach you all those lyrics right now, because that would take a significant amount of time for you to really internalize them. But we can get you started on that road right now. And so we talked all night about the rest of our lives, where we're gonna be when we turn 25. I keep thinking times will never change. Keep on thinking things will always be the same. But when we leave this year, we won't be coming back. No more hanging out, 'cause we're on a different track. And if you got something you need to say, you better say it right now, 'cause you don't have another day. 'Cause we're moving on and we can't slow down. These memories are playing like a film without sound. And I keep thinking about that night in June. I didn't know much of love, but it came too soon. And there was me and you, and it got real blue. Staying at home, talking on the telephone. And we get so excited, we get so scared. Laughing at ourselves, thinking life's not fair. And this is how it feels. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change, come whatever, we will still be friends forever. So if we get the big jobs and make the big money, when we look back now, will that joke still be funny? Will we still remember everything we learned in school? Still be trying to break every single rule? Will little brainy Bobby be the stockbroker man? Can Heather find a job that won't interfere with her tan? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. Keep on thinking that it's time to fly. Ooh. And this is how it feels. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change, come whatever, we will still be friends forever. Anyway, yeah, this is a graduation song. Yes, this is a graduation song. It's fine. Okay, I can't culture everybody in one night. I accept that. I accept that. That's fine. I remember I got so mad. That was like that was my favorite song to put on when I would start driving. It's called Graduation Friends Forever. It's by Vitamin C. And Vitamin C is great. Vitamin C has this one song. I forget what it's called. But it starts out, and it's... So one thing to keep in mind, Vitamin C is from Florida. And so people who live in Florida, there are certain things they care very deeply about, okay, that aren't necessarily quite as important to other people in other parts of the country, right? So, for example, there's one of the songs on the same album as this. It starts off as kind of like an empowering, like girl power, if women ruled the world anthem. And then there's just one verse that goes into very specific things like, oh yeah, if girls were in charge, and then it's like a list of like all these very specific space policies. It's like, we would have deployed these satellites on time. This rover wouldn't have been canceled. This would have happened. It's just like, it's just this great list of like complaints about Congress shutting down space stuff. It's like, thank you, Vitamin C. I didn't know I needed this today. School's out for summer. School's out forever. Okay, so we're going to grab more glass. We'll put some of this in here, just in case we want the white glass later. I don't want to have to re-dye it, so. Yep. Saturday Night Serenades! Yeah, I think Vitamin C went on to, like, be in charge of programming for Nickelodeon, because that's also based out of Florida. Yeah. My fake high school graduation speech. I haven't written a graduation speech because I have not been invited to be the speaker at any high school graduations this year. But yeah, what would it be? It would be like, good evening to the assembled class of 2021, to the teachers, the faculty, and the staff of this esteemed institution, and to the families and friends who join us tonight, some in person and some remotely via Zoom. You're unmuted. I'm just kidding, but thank you so much. You know, it's incredible to see this many people in one place. I haven't in about a year now. It's a terrible time to be on your own in the world. And you're about to be on your own in a way that you haven't been before. Hopefully you had supportive parents all through high school, and hopefully they can still help you roll with some punches, but you're going to be making choices independently in a way that you've never had to. Going to be moving on to take your first real jobs, to start your first fake semester at college, depending on if they're still doing remote. But there's going to be a lot of changes, and the biggest change is going to be that you're going to have to find ways to support and be supported by strangers in a manner that you have never faced. A lot of times, you get out of high school, you go off to college, you say, I'm just going to go it alone. I'm not here to make friends. Some of you are. But either way, like, you know, whether you're taking that first job, you're enlisted in the military, no matter what you're doing, you are going to be responsible for the health and safety of people around you in a way that you wouldn't have been if you graduated in another year. And it's a lot of pressure. Leo the Leaf said, this is stressing me out. This is actually what I would say. I'm improvising it, but this is actually roughly what I would say. You know. It's not easy to ask for help, and it's not easy to recognize sometimes when people need help and are trying not to show it, because, hey, we're good at lying. Humans, right? But it's an obligation we have as we leave this community where we've known each other for 4 years and move on to new communities. Some of you might take a job this year that you stick around at for a decade or two. You might be taking over your parents' businesses or starting something that'll last a lifetime. But you're starting that this year, in a year where everybody is more stressed out than they've been in a century, for all sorts of reasons. Maybe not a century. I wouldn't say that in the actual speech. I don't know. Like, I feel like, yeah, basically the big note that I would want to hit is community is more important than ever, and I hope that over the past year you have learned ways to engage with a community that will be valuable to you when you go out in the world, because sadly, it's not about to get easier because you're done with high school. It's about to get harder. I don't know. Yeah, sorry, that's my contemplative speech-given voice. Yeah, this is a very elaborate advertisement for Dan Harmon's show Community. Danny Pudi's in it. Megan Gans wrote several episodes. It's a great show. Okay, I'm actually a lot happier with how this turned out than I was expecting to be. This was the right call. Sometimes when I'm like, am I wasting my time by ripping this out and redoing it? The answer here was no. So, what I think I want to do, though, is I want to use, and this is where it gets pricey. We need to go get some ink. So, let's get some boats. And let's get some night vision potions. I haven't seen Suzuki 92s. The thing is, like, with stuff like this, like, people will, like, I've been doing YouTube for such a long time and Twitch and streaming and stuff. Like, people will just disappear for a year or two and be like, oh yeah, something came up. something changed about my life, but hey, I'm here to hang out again. I'm like, okay. Like, I don't worry when people don't show up. Like, I've seen sometimes y'all are like, whoa, so-and-so's here every night. Why aren't they here this night? This is the lowest priority for people. Like, for the most part. Like, if something good or bad happens in their life that, like, conflicts with this time, they're going to prioritize whatever. Dang it, come on. What is that, a mosquito? How did that even... Oh, jeez. It's fine. You know, so they might be like, yeah, I've been watching your episodes, but I haven't been hitting streams. It's like, you know, whatever. Other people are like, oh, yeah, I haven't seen an episode in 2 years, but I'm excited about the next season. I'm going to get back on. Awesome. Like, I'm just glad people are out there living their best lives, you know? So. Okay. There is 5 Dies, burgers and fries. Howdy, Surreal7. Now, I believe you are the same iteration of Surreal who helps Manu Smith with MPT3K. Is that correct? Because that is some very impressive tech that y'all are working with. I feel like I have learned a lot watching those streams. Plus, y'all are funny, which I enjoy. But yeah, glad you could join us tonight. So I'll do... if you're just tuning in, so the premise of what I'm doing here is I'm playing on a server called HermitCraft, which is a Minecraft survival multiplayer server. So, like, my friend DocM77 from Germany, he's got a base over here. My friend BOO, who's from out west, I don't think he's too specific about where he comes from, Western United States, or Northwestern, maybe Northern. He's very vague sometimes. I don't want to put states in his mouth. Built this castle and this village down here. This is his base. So this is kind of like a collaborative world-building show where about 20 of us, there's only 2 of us online right now, but 20 of us over the course of a year and a half will kind of just build stuff. And then we do it all again. So I've got here, my base has a model of the Wizards of Wine Winery from Curse of Strahd by Chris Perkins. I've got a model of the Evergiven I've been building. I'm working on a museum inside of that now. I've got the Tower of Hercules Lighthouse. I built a model of this. It's the oldest fully operational lighthouse in the world. It was built in the 2nd century, I think, by the Romans in Galicia, Spain. It was renovated in like the 18th century, and it's still running today. I'm hoping to visit there post-COVID some point. I've got some other goofy stuff over here, like a Groundhog Day clock I built, and a giant Slimer and a corn maze. But anyway, yeah, so the premise of the server is we all hang out and build stuff, and we stream it, we make YouTube episodes, and kind of crack-wise, it's a kind of a comedy thing for some of the people. Some of the people are more architecturally focused, but I'm just more entertainment focused. What I need to do right now, or what I was intending to do, was to run around killing squids with a sword. But, yeah. That isn't necessarily the easiest thing if they are hiding. Hey, Aiden Foss 505 on YouTube tips 10, who says, I'm just curious who your top 3 musical artists from Nashville are. Oh boy, that's a rough question. But first off, that puts us $5 past our next face camera expansion target, which is a special one. So let's go ahead and land somewhere safe so we can deal with that. Y'all have seen that each $20 milestone we hit, that money has gone straight to my head and the camera's got bigger. But now, with this milestone, like Jacob Marley, these chains I've forged in life are reminding me that humanity was my business. Else I'll be pulled down to the deep below. Enter the joust. Bum, 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 bum. Alrighty, that brings us down to 90% Joe-pacity here. Thank you very much, Aiden Foss 505. Puts us 15 away from the next face camera expansion milestone, which would drop us to 80%. Okay, so This is a really hard question because, for one thing, my brain doesn't really like ranking or prioritizing things. So, like, if I had to pick, like, artists from Nashville or whatever, like, a lot of them would just, the other thing is a lot of them would just, like, be my brother or my friends. Like, Pujol is one of my favorite, like, he did DIY 2K. Let me see, Pujol DIY 2K. Let me make sure this tab is muted. Well, like, so here's like DIY 2K on YouTube. But like, you know, but there's also like a bajillion really talented artists from Nashville. Like Johnny Cash is obviously like brilliant, but like, so it's like, you know, like, and then you got people like Dolly Parton who are from like East Tennessee, but like did a lot in Nashville. Like, does Dolly go on that list? Yeah. So, yeah, it's not a. That's a very difficult question. But so I'm just gonna say, number one is gonna be Pujol. Number two will be my brother, and it's probably a 15-way tie for third. I don't know. I have no idea where to even start on figuring that out. But yeah. Have a good night, Zavizvi. Alrighty. The chain sounds woke up my wife. She looks confused and disappointed. I'm so sorry. I'll take the chains off before we get anybody else in trouble. Oh, boy. Okay. So. Let's see here. Gonna need to use the bed in here. Dang it. So we only got... No one knows when Season 7 is ending. We are not keeping it secret from y'all. We just don't know. Fidge says, wow, you have a lot of rules. Yeah, that's because I'm the only moderator, and so it just makes it easier for me. I mean, sometimes for special events, I'll hire a moderator, but for day-to-day stuff, it's just easier for me to do everything myself. Why am I not... Okay, all of these got activated at once. Why are there no squid anywhere? That's what I'm wondering. What is up with all the squids not being available for rapid slaying? That's a real oversight. Do we leave... Actually, wait. Do we leave any black ink over here? No, just a bunch of cave spiders' heads. Okay. I mean, we could go see if Asuma's... what do you call it? Squid farm is overflowing again, but... Maybe Jevon spawned them all, yeah. I mean, I saw one before. So, like... A squid-filled sea is possible. Yeah, I know I gave my ink to beef, so now I gotta get more. That was an oversight, because I didn't realize I was gonna need it for anything. Can mobs go locally extinct in Minecraft? Not really. Might be easier to look in a river, yeah. There's some serious server lag on that firework. We're not dropping frames, so it's not my network. Any squid over here? Squid. Does Jevin have a squid farm? I don't think he does. Okay. Jevin does have an ocean base. They were talking a bit about lag in the live stream today too. Okay. Good to know. Well, maybe just go to Jevin's base and kill any squid nearby. That wouldn't be very considerate if he's like doing something that might be spoilers though. And he didn't answer, so if he's like AFKing there. Oh, he says no, nothing at all. Thanks anyway. Might be on my end. Okay. So, yeah. Let's see here. Okay. Well, it is after 11 and getting some weird lag anyway, and I need to get on a decent sleep schedule at some point. One of the reasons I feel actually alert today is because I was able to sleep for like 8 hours last night since I ended to wake up for school. But still, don't need to push myself too hard. Let's see here. Sleep is awesome, NJ. Okay. Well, it looks like Ben Padden is playing new Pokemon Snap over on the ports. Or actually, well, it looks like Mandy is playing. Ben and Mandy share a channel. But I've known Ben for a long time. Mandy seems cool. So we're going to go ahead and raid them. If you're looking to watch some Pokemon Snap, these are some funny folks to watch. Alrighty. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. Don't forget to say, howdy, y'all. Joe Hills raid here. Okay, I always forget to say that. Too late. Oh, well.